Only. Hello, Justin.
Hi, Indra, and I want to echo that you guys do participate with stakeholders, not just at this meeting, and I want to thank you for that. My name is Justin Danhof. I'm General Counsel at the National Center for Public Policy Research, a DC-based think tank and an investor. I want to ask today about Darren Walker's position on the board directly. Mr. Walker is the president of the Ford Foundation. For those who don't know, with its roots in the profits of the great American success story, the Ford Foundation has become a radicalized tool of the American left's war on capitalism and prosperity. Back in 1976, Henry Ford II quit the foundation's board, writing this: "The foundation is a creature of capitalism," a statement that I'm sure would be shocking to many professional staff. "It is hard to discern recognition of this fact in anything that the foundation does," end quote. It continues to fund extremist causes that bothered Henry Ford II back then. For example, in 2017, the Ford Foundation gave the racial-focused group Color of Change $8.7 million. Color of Change is one of the very groups that coordinated the attacks on PepsiCo and other members of the American Legislative Exchange Council known as ALEC. If a company refused to leave ALEC, Color of Change then threatened to air radio ads in the hometowns of their board members, blaming them for the death of Black Florida teen Trayvon Martin. That's because ALEC had worked on what's so-called Stand Your Ground legislation. While ALEC had nothing to do with the Florida law in question regarding Martin's death, facts don't seem to matter to Color of Change. This was racial extortion to score political gain. Think about if this were happening today. Color of Change may well be threatening to air ads in Mr. Walker's hometown, all but accusing him of being a racist. That's purely rich. The Ford Foundation also gives millions of dollars to the National Resource Defense Council, known as NRDC. This group's environmental agenda, including working to eliminate plastics and calling for extra costs to be pushed onto corporations, would likely see the removal or changing of much of Pepsi's packaging if successful. This would dramatically increase the price of the company's goods, thereby diminishing sales and shareholder value. I encourage my fellow investors to take a full look at the roster of extreme causes sponsored by the Ford Foundation and ask yourselves this: how do any of these causes improve society or America's business environment? And Ms. Nooyi, what do Pepsi shareholders gain from Mr. Walker's expertise in supporting racially motivated groups that have falsely attacked this company and others with extortion tactics and the funding of radical environmental special interests?
Justin, thank you for making the trip, and thank you for your comments. Let me just offer my thoughts here. I think one person's observation that something is radical is another person's observation that it's right. Again, it depends on who in the population you talk to. So I would not want to label anything as radical or not radical. I mean, there are different groups of the population. Second, let me speak to Darren Walker himself. PepsiCo is a company that does business in 200 countries, and in every country, we have to be in that country, for that country, with the communities there, and really behave as a citizen of that country. It takes very unusual people to have such a global perspective and give this company a soul and a humanity in every country in which we operate. If there's one person who does that brilliantly on our board, it's Darren Walker. He has that sensibility. He understands all of the issues. Not all of them may be popular even for us. But at the end of the day, if Darren Walker brings awareness of plastics, it's not Darren Walker, it's societies and communities around the world. So it's coming to us through the voice of Darren Walker, which is what we need on the board. We need different voices on the board to make us a better company. So I'm going to respectfully, first of all, appreciate the fact that you're here, Justin. You're here every year, and we truly enjoy seeing you here and the interactions we have. But I have to tell you, spend some time getting to know Darren Walker. I think you're going to be blown away by what an incredible addition he is to our board, and I'm just grateful he's on our board.
Okay,
so thank you.